You remember I was telling you in my previous video that we may have a last checkout. So actually that's happened, guys. And now we can see how the Bitcoin price, after going all the way to 74, we went up again and we took again, we reclaimed the 10 EMA, which is the blue line. I want to tell you in this video what do I see in the Bitcoin price, what actually has been happening in the weekly, what I see in the daily, something has changed in how we can trade short term as well, and the 4-hour chart. You're gonna learn about the indicators I use as well, the time frames. So like this, the whole trading idea, either if you do short term or no, but long term, you're gonna have a better understanding how to take advantage of the market. Also, guys, there is something I want to talk in particular as well, because there is a lot of negative sentiment in right now, and I do think that people start to get tired about the bear market because many have so higher expectation about the last bull market that now they being depressive because it did not happen. And this is the case of Dave Hoffman. It's like, I don't know, like I'd say OG, but it's really old in the space. And he's talking here like how he just sold Bitcoin. I mean, he sold at the bottom. What's gonna happen now? There's a lot of really negative. Of course, there's a lot of stuff happening in Ethereum. A lot of people like getting, they quit and they don't want to be working anymore in Ethereum, so on and so forth. But with people saying that it's gonna go to zero as well. But I do think that right now is not the moment to be selling, guys. Even if we're gonna have another shakeout, but this is what the market loves to do, to shake out everybody in order to continue the leg. And I do think and expect the Bitcoin price to continue going up, and this may be happening at the end of the Q4, guys. Save this video and remember that, because we're gonna have just a really short opportunity to buy again really low. This is really low, and this is something Bitcoin is preparing to do. I will explain you exactly that. Before starting with that, I want to jump into the charts already in the weekly and analyze what actually has been doing Bitcoin. And if we take a look, finally the red valley finish, the Fortuna line is still without any strength, but it's going in the right direction. And also now we still have more time. You can see here it never has been, the time have never been a week or 2 weeks. We have always plenty of time, evergreen violet, and I do think that is something positive for Bitcoin, because I do expecting for the next week and month the Bitcoin price to continue going up, and we may be breaking the 80, guys, even if people are so bearish and they don't think that's gonna happen. According to the chart saying the weekly, we still have that opportunity to go and break that, and that's why, but we need to keep an eye to this, because we may be doing something like that, which is going to be negative for the Bitcoin price. That's why as well I'm expecting to do something like that, and then we're going to go down. How down, how low, I don't know. I cannot say that right now, but that is a projection that it will evolve for the next months after the time run out. I'm going to come here and say to you if I see any change, but for now, guys, for now, we should go to the upper side, and that's why I'm so bullish in the daily as well, because I was telling you before, now jumping to the daily, I was telling you previously and how we want the time to pass, and now has been perfectly played out. Let me show you here. You can see that is the beauty about the indicators I use, guys. You can see after that we start going up, and this is what I want to see to the Bitcoin price. Even if now we have a small consolidation here, but the direction is perfect. We are below the horizontal line, the Fortuna line is there, and we have time to continue going up. That is according to a strategy. I mean, it's always probabilities, guys. It's not 100%, but the highest probability is what is going to happen. That's what the charts are telling me. That's why I may as well, like all the charts, if you want to, these indicators, if you want to have them completely for free, go to my description below in this video. I have a video there where I explain every indicator I use completely for free, guys, so you can have a better understanding how to navigate the market, how to take profit of it, because you don't want to be doing what David Hoffman is doing, like selling at the bottom, guys. Come on. This is so classic, you know, so classic. Like this is like the plebs do. I'm really surprised I didn't even do it publicly. But yeah, we're gonna jump into that, talking about a little bit about Ethereum. But continue with the Bitcoin price in the daily. I do think we still have an opportunity to go to the opposite. And if you ask me, if it's still a chance to buy, yes, I do think it's going to be the last chance to buy in the daily. I'm just talking about daily on spot, guys. I'm not talking about any trading futures. But keep an eye that we should go to the upper side. Do we gonna break the 80s? Yeah, we should go and break the 80s. Why? Because the time and the weekly still is really positive. So I do think still a lot of good positive momentum can come for Bitcoin, and even more when we can see how nicely the time in the weekly and the daily is developing. That being said, guys, let me go really quick. This is a projection for the next 2 weeks. Keep that in mind. It's around 8 to 15 days in the daily. When I talk about the daily, that's why you should subscribe to the channel, because I'm going to come every time and share to you what I see in the charts, because it can change at any moment. But for now, it has been playing out exactly I have been telling you guys. So don't forget to subscribe, smash that like as well. I would really appreciate your support. Going really quick into the 4-hour chart, we can see, let me see. I mean, just before going to the 4 charts, I mean, because people get really confused, and I have been telling you before, like, there is nothing to get confused, because I told you we're going to start a consolidation before everybody start calling the consolidation. And we have been doing exactly that, guys. Let me just mark it here again. Right here. When we are around this area, I say now the prices start to going up, and we're going to form a consolidation, which we did. We did. What do we do when we are at the bottom? Right now we are at the bottom. We buy. We want to buy at the bottom. We are at the bottom. We want to sell at the top. That's it, guys. That is what we do in the short term. In this case, daily, which is in a couple of weeks, and the same pattern we see in the 4-hour charts. So this is very simple. I don't know why people are getting so scared, but we're not doing anything else than just being inside the consolidation. If we break this consolidation, and we do it with a good time and with a good strength, I will come immediately. Even as an emergency video, where I'm not used to do it, but I will come and say to you, if we have a good pattern as well in the weekly, which we do at the moment, which do have one. Let me go to the 4-hour charts right now. If you want to make a trade here, I mean, right now it's not the time. We already topping up the 55 EMA. You see the time already running out. Can we continue going up? Yeah, maybe, but I wouldn't risk it here. I say to you, every time we close to the 55 May, I let it run, because we could continue going up and then just to crush everybody. If we take this as a support, then yes, we're going to continue going up, and it's just continue up and down, up and down, up and down. But for now, the risk is higher. This is just for the next 48 hours, guys. 24 to 48 hours. That's the time frame of the 4-hour chart, in case that you didn't know. But I would say to you, once we are close or approaching the 55 May, that's the area where we want to get out, not where we want to get in. The area to go out was not the 74 to 100, but at least the 75, around this area. We're never gonna, so difficult, I mean, to exactly jump there. In some cases you can do it, but when people are telling you that they took it exactly at the bottom, I mean, that's just BS, guys. So yeah, I will wait the Bitcoin price to go a little bit down, that we pass something like that. We form, a little bit red valley, which would be probably around this area, the 75 more or less, and then, or at least that we going up, make this as a support. We see the price doesn't fall and start to consolidate, then we start continue going up. This is going to evolve in the next day, so I'm going to come and say that to you, share it to you. So that being said, guys, I hope that you have a better picture, a clear idea what the Bitcoin price is doing, because we still have a lot of fear and greed, and this is the big question, like, when is actually going to change? Because we have already weeks and months in this fear, and people now finally start to show their fear. Like in David, has there been a huge vibe shift in CT over the last 2 weeks, or was that just me selling the last of my youth? I mean, he have a pretty big statement there. I mean, there has been a lot of issues happening, but why to sell now? You're at the end already, almost at the bottom. It makes no sense, but this is what we want to see. We want to see a lot of people like that they're selling at the bottom. That's why we always in the bear market. When we start to see everybody selling at the bottom, that's the perfect reset of the bear market to start the new bull run. And I think that we are closer from there, guys. That's why this is a really, really, really important moment. Look what Tolly say. I never saw any. I still have a bit from testing. Well, let's go. I mean, Tolly, if you know Tolly, I mean, he's co-founder of Solana, which is pretty impressive. He come with that statement as well, no? Pretty much shutting up what they're saying and the whole sentiment. But this is what we want to see, guys. All confusion and sentiment completely reckless. After that, we're going to continue going up in the upper direction. There was also Mark, how they call it, Mark Cuban. He also was saying that he was selling most of his Bitcoin. Trump as well, they were selling some Bitcoin, and everybody, you're gonna hear a lot of stories, and that's the moment we need to pay attention, because we want to buy a lot. We want to buy when Bitcoin prices start going down as well. Maybe we go to 40, we will see. Maybe we go again to 60, and then we form a double bottom. That could happen, yes, of course, it could happen, but we will see. That's why subscribe to the channel, guys. You're gonna be helping me, and also I'm gonna help you comment and telling you what I see in the chart, so we all together can jump into the boat and navigate in order to take a really nice fat profit, and then end of this year and next year, because we're gonna have that. That being said, don't allow yourself to fall into those emotions, guys. We need to remove the emotions. I was telling you that I came out, and I was telling you when the price was around the 63, 65. I was saying to you, I'm gonna start buying right now, because I don't know if this is the bottom or not. If the Bitcoin price continue going down, I'm gonna come back and buy even harder. But for now, I'm gonna buy a little bit, because I just don't know. I don't know if it's the bottom. Nobody knows. But from 60 to 40 make no a big difference, just 20k, and we need to have the bounce. And now clearly we can see the bounce we have right here. You know, we can see clearly the bounce. We have it so many times before. We have always a bounce. We go down, we have a bounce, and we continue going down. We did like this many times. We get down, we have the bounce, and we continue going down. So what this time is going to be different. Everybody always saying it's going to be different, and the previous bull market, everybody knew exactly as a playbook how the bull market need to work, and that's why everybody got completely F. Everybody, I hope you're not, because I came here the 6th of October and I said you need to sell. I'm selling. Well, I didn't say it literally, because you do whatever you want. This is no financial advice at all. I just give you my opinion on what I'm doing in the market. And I was saying, I'm selling, guys. I'm out. I'm start selling. That was October the 6th. Then when it developed, we have this massive crash from liquidation of the exchanges. That was definitely I'm fully out. And start selling everything. Everything I say to you, I'm selling even more. I'm selling. And now has been playing out so perfectly, guys, that I'm just waiting the Bitcoin price to have another bounce and deploy everything, because it's just a little part I have been putting here, which is fine. If we continue right into the upside, it's fine. We always gonna have some waves, and we're gonna have a retracement, and then it's where we want to jump in. So don't think that you lost something, that you missed the boat or whatever. You're gonna have another opportunity. Just see over here. Here it went down, everybody was thinking that we're going to go down, then went up, everybody think we're going to go to the moon, and then went down again. You always going to have all this movement to buy and buy and buy and buy. So remove all those emotions from yourself, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Smash the like, guys. I would really appreciate it. If you have any question about my strategy, my indicators in the description below, just leave a comment. I would come and explain to you. And also, guys, don't forget to save in Bitcoin, and see you tomorrow. Bye bye.